How y'all doing out there? This is the Black Effect. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Recently, we just had a woman, a Kadejah Mitchell Brown, no, Kadejah Michelle Brown just shot her husband on Facebook Live after provoking him and threatening him on Facebook Live. This was a couple that were married for, since they were together since they were in middle school, married for 14 years, have 4 children together. This woman started accusing this man over social media about being bisexual, stuff she have no proof of. First, it was him cheating. Then it's him being bisexual because he taking his boss or friend to work every day. You can hear that in the Facebook Live where and so she provokes him, putting her hands on him, and end up shooting him on Facebook Live. The whole thing is on Facebook. I mean, every part of it that I just pretty much ran down to you. The cops don't even have to do much police work in this case. Again, they've been together 14 years. This is a black couple. Been together 14 years, 4 kids together. And this is how it ends. Man, these are the marriage horror stories, man. Ain't no amount of talking about female nature, or ain't no amount of niggas talking about, women talking about toxic masculinity. Man, these are the marriage horror stories, man. Marriages take work and stuff like that for sure. But we should never get to the point where we pulling guns out on each other. Never get to the point where I don't want to even get to the point where I got to put my hands on a woman. If I ever have to put my hands on my woman, as far as in, to defend myself, like truly put my hands on her, like to defend myself, we're not going to be together no more. You got to understand that, because I'm not no woman beater. You feel me? I don't pick on people or do stuff like that. And that shouldn't, the Lord tell you that we should love our wives as God loved the church. Do you understand how dear how sacred we should hold that love to? The standard that love is held to. But women got to learn, stop putting your business out on social media. Please stop doing that. If you think the man is bisexual or whatever, you need to handle that in your household. You publicly slandering your husband or your man, that's going to make him leave. Like, that's one of them things that's going to trigger a person to just be like, look, I can't do it no more. I'm out. Because I would do the same thing. You putting business out on social media. You putting business out. The stuff is slanderous. You don't even know if it's true or not. You're not trying to talk to him and work on your marriage for the 4 kids y'all have. Y'all been together 14 years since middle school. Shouldn't you have more love for this man? You understand? You heard the woman in the beginning of the live. He's trying to get his stuff and get ready to go to work. The dude seemed like he already was somewhat scared of the woman. He seemed like he was already, like she had been doing this before. Like this hadn't been I kind of jumped the gun. Days prior to this incident, she had posted all that stuff on Facebook talking about, I got a bisexual husband, then talking about something, man having sex with his boss or something, and then named his company that he worked for online as well. Named the company name online, then named him and his boss, talking about that they having some sex. That's like, man, that's slanderous. And do you know how disrespectful that is to a man who's straight? This is your husband. You done had 4 kids. You know how the man, obviously his get down, but then you want to accuse him of being bisexual now? Like, those are slanderous allegations. So the man he came there, he was just trying to calmly get his stuff and get out. He was leaving. He's like, this is the last straw. I'm finna go. This is similar, this is why dudes, I salute that dude Gomba for getting out of this Jaguar Rice situation he was in. Because this is what can happen. You stick around in these toxic situations too long with people running around brandishing guns everywhere. That's why, not everybody should even own a gun. Not everybody should even have guns. You run this woman is so unhinged. it's, it's good that it might be a good thing that this happened, for her. The Lord might have did this for a reason, because she might have killed one of them kids brandishing a gun around. She don't seem like I said, this not a stable-minded person. The guy kept trying to de-escalate the situation. She then brought her mama over, and don't get me started on the big mamas and all that, trying to side with the woman. You want to side with your daughter all the time. Nah, nigga, you need to go ahead, and you should, from the listening to the story, it sounded like you hadn't been around. Like you hadn't been there to impart no wisdom. You didn't ran off somewhere. You ain't imparting no wisdom on your daughter. This woman don't have no tact. She don't know how to handle her emotions. She don't have no wisdom. You ain't impart that on her. It says that, so from the live, you saw, it's not what it says. You could see it. Like the live is still on Facebook. Everything played out. You just don't see them. You don't see the shooting. You hear it. But you hear, first of all, you see her on camera. Stop recording everything, man. Maybe he was recording it. I don't know whose live that was, who was going live, but the camera didn't stop rolling. It showed her that's why it's good the cameras is everywhere. She was putting her hands on the man, putting her hands in his face. He like, man, stop, man. I'm finna call my cousin. If you'll keep doing it, I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to go to work. She following him around the house, antagonizing him. You ain't trying to go to work. You ain't letting this nigga heard blah, 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 blah. The mother trying to get to, I heard now, at first I thought she was escalating the situation. In some ways, she did. She should have came from the jump with that nurturing energy, with the energy to deter the situation as a mother, but she didn't. She all pissed that she got to come over there and cook some breakfast. Hey, man, the dude going to work. I don't know why women and this is a lesson, bro. This is a lesson for all of us. Like, listen, bro, when a man going to work, you don't have to be worried about pestering him all day. Let him do his work to provide for his household. If that's your husband, pray to God, talk to him calmly. Let him know, you might want to spend some more time with him. The kids need you. Let him know that in a soft way. This woman was super masculine, bro. And this is another reason why guys run from these type of women. We hate super masculine energy from women because we don't want to be men don't live with other men. Straight men don't be around other men just all times of the day. And if they do spend too much time around each other, living in the same house, aggressions is going to start to arise. Niggas going to want to dominate the other. One is going to start to want to, and if one is feeling like he lesser, he going to puff his chest out even more. Men have that type of mechanism within them. You understand? Now, unless are like a Christian man, or you really found God and you can kind of you kind of can suppress those things, but they're natural. That carnal mentality is natural in men. Like, you genuinely want to help a brother, you're gonna let him, even though he in your crib or something like that. I'll let the nigga puff his chest out a bit, as long as you're not talking to me crazy. I'll let you. I'm not gonna put what I mean by that is if I'm doing something, what I mean, you might not have got that. What I mean by that is, if I'm doing something for somebody, I'm not the type of person to put my thumb on them and be like, you see, I'm better than you. You see what the position? Like, no, I'm not that type of person. Look, if you want to, feel like you still want to feel like a man, you should still be allowed to do that. A lot of women is good at emasculating their own husbands. Look at Goomba and Jaguar right now. She emasculated. She been emasculating him all over the internet, bro. Just telling everything, talking crazy. Like, when did women believe that was the cool thing to do? Stop doing all that. You pillow talking to the internet. Stop doing all of that. Stop putting your personal business or your family business out to the internet. Like, just stop. This right here, because when you do that, I did a video on this before. When you try to expose men over the internet like that, you lose them and you can cause a dangerous situation. I've already said that. These people is drunk off clout. Drunk off internet clout, man. Drunk off the internet clout. And then when you get the internet involved, it's like getting instigators involved. And people, when the cameras is on, people start feeling like they really got to show out now. Now can't nobody take no L. Now can't nobody diffuse and back down and de-escalate. Nah, it should just be going 0 to 100. But remember, I said these people have 4 kids, man. The kids came, you can hear that on the live. The kids came down there crying, talking about, they saw, one of them saw it, saw their daddy down there leaking, bleeding out, dying. And you can hear the kids, and you can hear the kids in there crying, man. She trying, go in your room, go in your room. You can hear the kids crying, saying, where is daddy, man? I want daddy. The kids are pure, and it's a sad situation that happened in front of them. This mother didn't care about them. She didn't care about those kids. She was too busy. She was too busy in her fifis about the man trying to leave, her husband trying to leave after her after her trying to, after him getting sick of her, basically him getting sick of her shit. That's all it was. You already accused the man, and instead of him fighting you and going back and forth with you, he said, look, man, I'm just done. I can't do it no more. He ain't got time to fight and do all that. Like, you trying to unalive the man and talk, it's finna be a murder scene, bro. If I ever heard something like that, I would leave and I wouldn't come back. That's where that's gonna be in my marriage vows. There will be no threats. Like first of all, you shouldn't you didn't even have to decipher that stuff. You didn't even have to put that in no disclaimer or nothing like that back in the day. Women didn't even act like that. These are masculine women here. And again, no men should be talking about unaliving their wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? On the daily, or just because you get into an argument. Now you want to, who does that? You're unhinged. You understand? And you never know what this person could have did to the kids. If the man had left and, she didn't shoot him, if the man would have just, been able to do what he was trying to do, the man, like I said, he already had some type of caution for her, or fear, because he was getting his stuff. He was saying he was leaving to get his stuff to go to work while he was secretly grabbing all of his things to get out. That's what he was doing. But he didn't want her to know that. He knew how unhinged she was. This woman they say the authorities say that it was one in the chamber. They didn't find a clip, but it was one in the chamber. Not even to say that it wasn't a clip around. She could have popped it out and tossed it. But it was one in the chamber that she was pointing at the dude and shot him in the head. Why are you pointing guns at people's head, for one thing? Because you could hear her. How do I know he was shot in the head? You can hear her in the video when the mother is out there running around, freaking out, going crazy. I think she ran away, talking about help or something like that. You could hear the woman in the video saying, I'm trying to wrap his head. And the little girl or one of his children come out there and see that. And they got to tell him to go back into the room. And you can hear the kids saying, I miss my daddy. I mean, they were saying, I want my daddy. Where is my daddy? That's what they were saying. You can hear that. Yep. This woman here, man, she deserves the full extent of the law. I don't want to see no parole. I don't want to see, she deserves life in prison. She does. She really does, for the life that she ended and the lives that she ruined. She took her children's father from this earth and then traumatized them as well for life. Give her life in prison, man. This woman deserves it. So this here, man, is one of them stories that make guys be like, look, man, I don't know. 14 years, man. Don't you think you would have been earned more than that? At least earned a peaceful outing. If you're going to break up with the nigga from accusations, because a lot of time women just make this stuff up in their mind. They don't want to hear it. She don't seem like the type to even hear this nigga out. Like, he wasn't even saying that. Like, he wasn't even doing nothing. He was trying to de-escalate the situation, trying to leave. So then basically she just, like I said, man, this woman was threatening the man on video. She was threatening before she shot, talking about, it's gonna be a murder scene, playing around, doing stuff like that. This woman clearly didn't have it all together. Mental and spiritual illness is a real thing. And this woman was, at that time, she let Satan into her heart, man. And look at what it got you. Look at her mug shot. Look like she been crying out, crying her eyes out and crying because you finna be doing life in prison. That's what you finna be doing. And again, playing with guns, you don't lift the gun to a person's head and pull the trigger. It don't matter if it's a clip in it or not. You don't do that. Guns don't just go off and, this ain't the movie Rust, my nigga, with Alec Baldwin. Nah. You pointed that gun at that dude's head and pulled the trigger, and you deserve to do the time. I only pray for the children, man. Pray for those children, that man family. You feel me? His family, those children, because they gonna need some help. His family gonna have to step up. Her family need that mother that she got going, man. That mother need to just you need to just donate from afar. You personally, I don't even trust you around the children, man. You need to just donate from afar, or support them from afar, because I don't think that they gonna be feeling you. Especially after ain't a lot of people not even feeling you after hearing this Facebook Live. And I'm not demonizing you. Like, there were some instances where you tried to de-escalate it, but you should have been doing that earlier. I really do mean that. Like, you were gassing her up before the man came back in, like she was in the right. You kept making her feel like she was in the right instead of just talking to your daughter, telling her she need to listen to her husband, like, work that out. Y'all need to work this out, and without hostility towards one another. You can't be jumping to act. You need to tell her she was wrong for posting that man personal business on Facebook, even if that's what he was. Like, even if that were the case, which I don't believe. If he was bisexual, your husband of 14 years that you knew from middle school, why would you just blast him on social media? You understand? Because for something that you don't know to be true. I don't get that. And then when you do that, like, you can't take it back. People who shouldn't even see it and who shouldn't even get involved. They shouldn't even be involved in that, giving advice and commenting and doing all that. Now you tripping. Now you thinking more and more in your head, sinking. Now you sinking more and more in your head, and with narcissism, and thinking that everything is all about you. Now you really believe a man cheating. Somebody didn't tell you because of comments seconded it. Comment like, yeah, girl, oh heck yeah, I had a man like that. Oh yeah, he is, girl. What you saying? Y'all talking over and over. It's playing in your mind. You chopping up tea. Now you've cast doubt in your own relationship. You're the one who did it. You cast doubt in that relationship. And then when you see that a man not gonna go for that, he's like, man, you're not the woman that I thought you were. Or the woman, you became a different person. Like, you really are acting, you basically have wicked, you acting like your Jezebel. You have the Jezebel spirit. You acting like a wicked woman. You over her, you not helping me. You're not doing what God wants you to do. And at the end of the day, men start either spending certain time away, or they gonna leave. And when he wanted to just leave, like I noticed, like I said, it's been going on for a couple of days, or even it's probably been going on before this. They say they have a history of domestic violence. So this has been going on before this. It's like, bro, once it gets to a certain point, you got to be smart enough to just go ahead and end it. And if it was me, if I know somebody, like, this is how look at how women do. This, like, again, this dude seemed like he had caution for this woman. But look at how battered women used to do. If they wanted to, look at what Tina Turner did. If you want to leave and you want to get out of something like that, man, just go ahead and play it cool. Send that person off somewhere, and then just grab your stuff and do it while they ain't there. Leave while they ain't there. Don't tell them where you're going. Just bounce. And then, if you wanna holler at me, I'll come back to see my kids. But I got all my stuff and I ain't staying, nigga. You put your hands on me here, I got my own stuff for you. I got something else hot for you. And the moment you raise a gun toward me, I'm just gonna shoot you. I'm gonna think that you were trying to shoot me. That's like, you're already been hostile towards me. You already been doing this. I'm just gonna come in there with my shit in my hand. And as soon as I see you up, it's gonna be like the quick draw McGraw. If I see you move quickly, I'm gonna pop you. If I see you move funny, I'm gonna pop your ass. And my thing with her is like, man, she gonna shoot the dude immediately. I'm going to jail. You think, you idiot? The cops should have came in there and roughed her up too. I know the kids was in there. They should, but shit, some people like get roughed up. I usually don't wish no violence like that on nobody. But I would have liked it if they had came in there and roughed that lady up. You know what I'm saying? Tossed her around a bit. She made the dumbest decision for her whole family. But again, man, it's just a sad situation. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Man, I don't even want to discuss this any further. I don't want to see nothing else about this. I just want people to understand that when you need to leave, or I want people to understand why men are so reluctant to be dealing with these masculine women. And this dude been with 14 years, 4 kids, man. For people to see how somebody can flip. Like a person can flip on you and then start accusing you, provoking you to do harm to you. Like women, that's why I'm glad you got these cameras. Women in the Me Too era, they'll try to provoke a dude with sex, and then when he, don't want him or something like that, then, oh, it's me too, you raped me. You raped me. No, you was the one, you was the aggressor. You was the one pursuing the guy. Like she was pursuing him for a fight, for, to whatever ends and whatever means we see now. But so with that being said, it's your man, Nico B, Black Effect. I'm gone.